I think we should put another reef in. Oh my god. Stop.
According to Mother Nature, we're gonna celebrate our 100,000 subscriber win with a gale.
What? Yeah.
We'll tell you how we got to 100,000 subscribers. It's crazy. So we bought this camera. This camera, I don't even know what it is. What is it? If you're ever looking to up your game, there's so many people that have let us into their homes. For that, we're super grateful. I'm Ben, that's Ashley. Together, we did the unimaginable. We sold everything and then set off on a mission to sail around the world.
Civilization. See you later.
Oh, the marlin.
The marlin. Yeah.
28 countries later and over 25,000 nautical miles, we are only halfway around the world.
I have no idea what's gonna happen.
Subscribe to follow the adventure as we finish this lap. Woke up to this morning. It's gusting up to 28 now. Anyways, we're bouncing along here. It's really bouncy. There's like a weird side wave and a little waves on top of waves. Reduce some more sail. Got 2 reefs in the main now. And it's warm out. It's nice. It's not too bad. Can't complain. Rain stopped. According to Mother Nature, we're gonna celebrate our 100,000 subscriber win with a gale. I think that sounds awful, but fitting. 32 knots. Yeah, baby.
I think we should put another reef in. Oh my god. Stop.
How beautiful. Look at that. We're tired. Tired of this. Ready to pull into an anchor. But definitely tonight is going to be nasty. Not setting up nice. We got a squall that just rolled us back here. The ocean is an interesting beast. Anyone that has ever spent any time on the water knows what it can be like. From the spray in your face to the howling of the rigging. An abuse on all the senses. Your sanity is tested minute by minute, hour by hour. The boat continues to creak and the noise levels increase with each passing squall. This is pretty funny. It is 4 a.m. I think it's 4 a.m. Yeah, 4:05 a.m. We're just out here sailing. And the other thing that's happening is I'm loading YouTube on our satellite connection, which means it's a text-only version of YouTube. No video, no pictures. Able to see the subscriber count. Here, I'll show you. I'll show you what the YouTube text-only version looks like. It's kind of odd. But that's it, basically. You can see right here, 99,774. Crazy, man. That's a lot of subscribers. Anyways, I got a big squall coming in. I've had squall after squall after squall. I'm just watching the radar here. You can see it. That's us right there. And this big blob right here is coming in behind us. I think I might throw another reef in the sail, reduce the sail a bit more, and then I'll check my stats again. Reload that text-only version of YouTube. 34 knots. Yeah, baby. Bring it on. Oh, come on, let's do 35. Let's do, yes, 35. Are we gonna do 36? Who's in for 36? Anyone? Oh, no one was gonna go for 36. All right, we're just coming out the other side of this squall, and I'm gonna reload my text-only version of YouTube. And not that it really matters. I mean, it's just a number, but kind of fitting that we're out here sailing in the middle of a squall. Kind of fitting. It's uncomfortable and raining out, and I don't know. It's just, yeah, it's been a lot of work. I'm excited. I'm excited for what the future holds. Let's see, is it loading? Oh, it's slow, but it's loading. 100,007 subscribers. Check this out. This is crazy. Text-only version of YouTube. 100,007 subscribers. On the subscribe, unsubscribe button on our Sailing Nahoa
page. We gotta wake Ashley up. We gotta wake Ashley up and tell her. Hey Ashley,
What?
we just hit 100,000 subscribers
What are you talking about?
on YouTube.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
High five!
I will. Yeah, because we did 100,000. It's text only, satellite.
Oh, are you serious?
Good night.
Oh, now I gotta pee.
We made it. We're on land, Ash. We're on land. We made it. We're on land.
It feels good to be on land.
Feels really good. And we're at 100,000 subscribers.
Can you believe
It's just
that?
crazy.
Ben woke me up in the middle of the night to tell me.
It was nuts, man. Like windy and stormy and squally and big waves. We were able to load the satellite phone text only version of YouTube.
He watches it pretty closely sometimes, so it was pretty funny that he loaded it. He's like, we're almost there. And then he loaded it again and it was 100,000 subscribers.
Anyways, we're on land. We're gonna go for this hike and we'll tell you how we got there.
Yeah.
We'll tell you how we got to 100,000 subscribers. It's crazy. Oh, look at that. There's Nahoa. It's like 1,000 steps, 100,000 steps to the top of this hill. When did we start, Ash?
2.5 years ago, we started this YouTube thing.
Just kind of thinking that we could maybe do some videos on YouTube.
The last software adventure that Ben had been part of failed, and he was kind of at a loss of what to do. And you know what? He cannot sit still. He's one of those guys that has to work. He doesn't really read books so much.
I've maybe read like 5 books in my whole entire life. So anyways, the previous software startup had failed. And I was like, well, what do I do? Let's try YouTube videos. So we started doing that.
And at first we, I need a minute. So 2.5 years ago we started YouTube, but Ben had been writing a blog for years before that. Years and years and years and years, before we even started sailing. But he thought, you know, it's kind of fun writing the blog, but I've always wanted to get into video. And so we started doing videos.
Look at this. This is gorgeous.
This is a really cool spot. And it's 3 different colored beaches, and that's what's so cool about the spot. You've got your pink, your white, and your black.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
There's black.
Pink.
There's pink.
And white.
Oh yeah, you're right. 3 years ago, did you say? We upgraded our drones, which you actually don't need a drone for this place. I think this place is pretty sweet without a drone. What else did we upgrade, Ash?
Man, we went through like 7 GoPros. We're still going through them. And we upgraded our DSLR. We started off with just a like cheapo Costco DSLR. I had all these air miles left and they were gonna like cancel air miles, so I bought a DSLR on air miles. It was awesome.
So we bought this camera. This camera, I don't even know what it is. What is it? It's called an 80D, and we actually still have the original lens on it, which we bought, I don't know, like 7 years ago. And check this out. You might have noticed this in the last few vlogs. Hear the click? Hear the click? Yeah, that's our lens. And it works, and no one notices. It's got something wrong with it, probably has sand in it or something. I'll show you some more of our gear back on the boat. It works though. Like, do you need the gear, Ash?
No man, I think our gear is awesome. There's like a few things that are key. We have like 5 lenses for the camera. We mostly use 1. How about this? I just am squinting is the problem. We've got like 5 lenses for the camera, and really, we really only use 1. Most of the time.
I think what Ashley's trying to say is it's not about the equipment, it's about the story.
Do you want to know something top secret? A lot of the footage comes off this. This poor little iPhone is cracked at the bottom. The volume doesn't turn off anymore. Oh, the port doesn't close. Used to be waterproof. I'm pretty sure it's not, but that is where we capture so much of our footage.
What's wrong with it right now, Ash?
Oh, it's always full.
On a more serious note, there's 2 things we're really grateful for. First off, it's you guys at home for watching, for subscribing, and to our patrons, thank you for funding these adventures.
Without you, we couldn't have done it. So thank you from the bottom of our heart.
And second off,
we're thankful for all the people that we meet on our travels. Everyone who lets us into their homes, shares with us their culture and the beauty of just who they are. It is something that we are eternally grateful for.
Yeah, there's so many people that have let us into their homes, showed us their culture, showed us their way of life, and for that, we're super grateful. Thank you. A lot of you always say that I'm an inspiration or we're an inspiration to you. Well, here are my 3 people that are my inspiration. And you'll kind of see this as you go through the videos. First off was Casey Neistat. It was hilarious. I stole like all his moves, did like quirky fun edits, and then I went to Peter McKinnon. Peter McKinnon is a master when it comes to videography. He is so good at cinematography, slow motion, drone stuff. Kind of like just stole all his moves. And then the third inspiration for me was a guy called Drew Binsky, a YouTuber who goes around and gets into other cultures and kind of shows you how those cultures work. So all that said, if you're ever looking to up your game or become a videographer, I don't even call myself a videographer, I'm just a YouTuber, but if you're ever looking to get into this, just go on YouTube and find inspiration there. You do not need to take a videography course. I did not. I have never learned anything remotely formal in terms of cameras, in terms of video. So just go on YouTube and start watching and start learning. Look at the tutorials if you're interested and start stealing stuff from other people. Not like physically stealing their footage, but start stealing their moves, start imitating them, and then find someone else that you like, imitate them, and eventually you'll have your own style. Action. Excuse me. Okay, so we're back on the boat, and we just kind of wanted to like show you what we actually use to make these videos.
This is our camera gear. This is from the beginning to the end of what we've had.
Here, this is it. Like, this is everything we've ever used. But it all kind of started with this. It's like an old GoPro. It came in this old case, and
so how did it happen that we progressed to so much junk?
so when we go into a village, we go with 2 cameras. First one is the one you're watching. It's kind of like this. It's a DSLR, although the one you're watching is a Canon 80D. It does the facial recognition. Right now, I can see that it's concentrating on Ashley's face for some reason. And the second camera we use is this. This is a Canon XA20. It is a camcorder, and the beauty about this is it can zoom really far.
This is Ben's favorite camera. This is the Canon XA20. This is something that if you want to get serious about filming, you need something that does what this does. But Ben, tell me why you love this camera so much. Tell me what it can do.
Unlike the camera that you're watching here, which has a wide angle lens, this camera has 120 frames per second, which means it's slow motion. It can also zoom like crazy. This camera has 20 times optical zoom. That's crazy. So I can zoom in into a hut, I can zoom into like someone tying a knot. And the other thing is, it has this little button right here on the side, which is infrared. That means we can film at night, which is super cool as well.
And you can put a microphone on this, and we can use it as a regular camcorder, and it also does slow motion, and a lot of the cool shots that Ben gets, a lot of the cinematography, the B-roll shots, the sort of cool things that link the scenes together are shot with this camera. We couldn't live without this or something like this.
Oh, and this thing that you're watching, which is a Canon 80D. It simply has a Rode VideoMic Pro on top with a windscreen called a Dead Cat. Let me show you my office. I'll show you my office. Come on. This is my office. It's pretty small. We're just down in one of the halls. Board goes there, chair comes out. I sit on this little chair, like a little hobbit, open my computer, have a little sweat fest down here because in the tropics it's really hot. This is a MacBook Pro. I've had this since I think 2011, so it's quite old. Just as of recently, it's kind of had some issues. Some of the feet are missing. The power adapter has had some issues recently. Now that we're at 100,000 subscribers, I should probably take this a little bit more seriously because I actually had to rewire my power adapter. There's no stores around out here. There's no stores. This is the current state of affairs. On the actual laptop, I use Final Cut Pro. Thinking of switching to Adobe Premiere. Oh, and for the maps, I use After Effects. After Effects is like a way to animate maps, a way to animate images as if it's a video. There's another wide angle lens we have. It's a 18 to 55 mil. It has a better depth of field, so everything behind your face is blurred, but we find it a little bit too close when you're holding the camera right there. The one you're looking at right now is a 10 to 18 millimeter Canon wide angle. We don't really use these other lenses. This is like for photography more. It's a 50 mil lens. Oh, and one last thing. I'll show you outside. Hold on, come on. I just gotta leave my office. Come on. The last thing is the light. You probably haven't noticed, but we usually do this table talk or this talking head thing just at sunset. Usually on a boat in the tropics, the light is so bright that you can't really shoot during the day unless you have to. So we do these table talks or these talking heads just after sunset. And that's it. That's all we use. Okay, so just to recap, there's two cameras we love. The first one is a Canon 80D, and the second one is a Canon XA25 camcorder.
The iPhone, and don't forget the fuzzy mic, the Rode shotgun mics.
They kind of look like this, except not as ghetto.
Yeah, and the Pro one's much better.
I actually broke this the very first week we got it. It has a bolt in it now. I don't know if you can see that.
We pack gear all over, like it comes with us, it gets put in a backpack, it gets put in a side bag, it gets carried around while we're on back of a motorbike.
It gets salt spray, it gets sand in it.
It doesn't always last.
I started with this drone. This is a DJI Mavic. More recently upgraded to the DJI Phantom 4. And this drone is not the newest drone by any length. It's the cheapest one I could find, and it has a good camera. It's got a really good camera.
One of the things to mention about the drones and the batteries is that battery packs out here in the tropics, they tend to fail more than when you're at home. I think we're on our 4th or 5th battery in probably 3 years for the Mavic. They start to expand and then they're dangerous. Everything here has like a shelf life of not very long.
And then just go out and start filming, start editing, and you'll get better. That's all it is. It's just practice, practice, practice.
And what's one of your favorite tips?
The favorite tip would be to turn the camera around. You're not that interesting. I'm not that interesting, maybe. The second one is use another camera, like a camcorder to get the B-roll. Use a drone to kind of capture the big scene, and then combine it all in post, in editing software afterwards.
Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed learning about all the tools that we use to capture our video, I guess, and to share it with you. And
it's not fancy gear. It's pretty like run-of-the-mill stuff. Just go out and go do it.
Yeah, we're back on track, so videos will be coming out regularly now. Sorry for the bit of a delay. It's been an epic journey to get where we are right now. And we appreciate you following along with us, and hit that subscribe button.
Yeah, if that's your thing. If it isn't, just unsubscribe and, I don't know, go play soccer.